Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Great. Okay. Testing, testing. Great. Okay. Testing, testing. Great. Okay. Testing, testing. Turn that off because that sucks a whole lot.
Help you folks? Name's Randolph. I'm the manager.
We're looking for Rose. Works as a waitress down at the diner.
Rose, sure. Nice girl. Who wants to know?
I'm Alan Wake.
The writer, huh? I heard on the radio you were visiting. Well, I'll show you her trailer. That Rose, she's a nice girl. Always pays her rent on time.
As I was saying, Al, I found all sorts of weird stuff from the local newspaper's archives. This place is crazy. Disappearances, mysterious deaths, urban legends come true, and get this, most of this stuff takes place around Cauldron Lake.
Well, you ain't wrong, mister. The Indians thought the lake was a doorway to the underworld. I'm the God-fearing type myself. I don't hold with that sort of thing.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, there was an island there owned by a guy called Thomas Zane. Now, some of the articles I found about him make him out to be a famous writer, but I ran a bunch of searches, couldn't find a single thing he
It can
wrote.
be, for sure.
Zane
Yeah.
was heavily
What's
into
up,
diving,
Wes?
so much so that the place came to be called Diver's Isle. But the volcano under the lake erupted in 1970, and Zane went down with
I
the
knew
island.
I shouldn't have done face cam.
Yeah, how about that? It was there in the morning, as if it had fallen from the sky. But it would take a tornado to lift something like that. We're damn lucky it didn't crush any of the trailers.
It's only
Come
blocking
on,
my
mister.
my
I'll take you to
path.
Rose's trailer.
Conveniently. Thank you. Have you played this game, Wes?
It gets better. A local girl, Barbara Jagger, drowned in Cauldron Lake just a week earlier. They were lovers.
Sure, Jagger's a local spook story. The Scratching Hag. Comes
Yeah.
for you in the dark. Childish stuff like that.
Anyway, Al, I'm just getting to the best part. All of the articles about this stuff were written by Cynthia Weaver. I asked around, and she's that crazy bag lady you met.
What, the lamp lady? She can be a little loopy, but she's not homeless or anything.
Yeah, anyway, she knew both Jagger and Zane before they both died, and she had some kind of a breakdown.
He's taking too long. I'm just gonna run around him in circles. Let him know I'm annoyed. It's a good game. I played it when it came out like 10 years ago, but wanted to revisit it because I just
Well, mister,
finished
this here's Rose's trailer.
Control.
You mind me asking what you want with her?
We're just here to talk to her, pal.
Seriously, dude. Just need to talk. Oh, I see that thermos in there. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna steal it.
Welcome to... Oh dear. Mr. Wake. I'm so glad you're here.
Rose, you have my manuscript?
Oh. Oh yes. Yes. Please, come in.
Yeah, Control's dope. I enjoyed the hell out of that.
Hey, this is really good.
Rose,
Yes,
my manuscript. I really need it.
I understand. I know what you need. A muse to inspire you.
Oh, for Barry. She doesn't have anything.
Yeah, hey, Al? Al, what's... Oh...
Barry! What?
Oh no.
Wha-
It's coming for you, hiding in my barber's skin. I'm too weak to stop it. You must turn the lights on.
I promised I'd come visit you and your lovely wife. You must finish what you started. I insist.
You must turn the lights on. Turn the light on.
Back to work, boy.
Crepes.
I felt nauseous, hungover. Only anger kept me going.
I can't tell reality from dream anymore, but it seems I have an imaginary editor to help me. She's an old woman in a funeral dress. I call her Barbara Jagger. She's very strict. I'm writing faster and faster. My manuscript is being heavily revised. The edits are getting very aggressive, and each day there's less of me and more of her. I hate it, but I know she's right. She promises me I can save Alice this way. She knows more of this than I do. About the complex incantation I'm attempting. About this place. She's worked with another writer
worries.
under similar circumstances, Thomas Zane. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I'm getting close. I can feel it.
Oh my. So when you roll into this town, this girl is like, "I'm your biggest fan," and she's an adult, you know, working in a diner, but like this is her room, I guess. So she really likes Alan Wake, I guess. That's cool.
Rose took a day from me. I had less than 12 hours left to meet the kidnapper. All I could do was get Barry into the car, work something out once I got on the road.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner. What can I get you today? Coffee?
I couldn't work up much hate for Rose. Something had used her to get to me and left its mark.
First refill is free. Milk and sugar on the counter there. Would you like to hear today's specials? Thank you. A nice day. Come back soon.
Barry was out of it. He was way too heavy to carry.
Alright, let's not judge.
You're right. I deserve more money. I'm so handsome.
Oh, okay. Sure.
My gun and flashlight were gone. I'd have to find a way to get Barry into the car as quickly as possible. There was no time to waste. Mr. Randolph liked Rose. That little smile she had. How she was still sweet when life had tried so hard to make her bitter. It wasn't any of his business what she did in her trailer. But those strangers, the writer and his smart-ass sidekick, looked like trouble. And they'd been in there for hours, way past her normal bedtime. He reached for the phone and called the sheriff's station.
Oh, hell. Nothing secret back here.
I just stepped outside to catch a breath of fresh air. Let me tell you, the weather's getting heavy. Nights like this make me especially glad I'm here talking to you and not home in bed. Once the weather takes a turn like this, I can't sleep at all. It's all tangled bed sheets and dark thoughts, punctuated by the occasional plunge into nightmare. Is it just me? Well, perhaps it is. But I hope I can make the night a little bit easier to get through. Caller, you're on KBF FM.
Hey, Pat, it's Walt Snyder.
What's on your mind, Walt?
Well, I am the way you are, but, well, I can't sleep either, you know? I just been staring out the window here, trying to make sense of it all, but, I ain't been drinking either, you know, I just...
Well, you sound like a man with a problem, Walt.
Yeah, I had a, argument with Danny, Danny, and, then I got in trouble with the law, and, I'm just, well...
I heard something like that, Walt.
Yeah, well, he's, Danny's my best friend, and, they let me out on bail today, and now I'm just alone here at the window, waiting. Man, there's something in the air tonight, man.
I don't like that.
I was just outside looking up at the sky above our broadcast tower thinking the same thing. What are you waiting for, Walt?
I don't know. Something's gonna happen. I think I better go.
Well, Walt, maybe...
No, thanks, Pat.
Well, good luck to you, Walt. Hang in there. Let's take a little break, folks. This weather's really something else, huh?
How can I be sure that you will walk away?
Well, there's Randolph over there. He's gonna be pissed at me. There's just pallets sitting on their back deck. What is that? Be with you in a moment. I just have to check and see if there's anything secret that I need to pick up. Yeah, okay. Imagine he's gonna have a bone to pick with me.
Oh, you're gonna get it now. God knows what you've done to that poor girl.
This is Agent Nightingale, FBI! Get him up, Hemingway! You're under arrest! You move a muscle, I'll unload right in your goddamn face! Stay right where you are, Slade!
God. You don't just get to shoot at people like that. That's not how...
What are? I'm standing right here, you goddamn maniac!
That's not how the justice
I
system
hated to
works
leave
at all.
Barry
Well, I guess
behind,
that's
but
sort
there
of
was
timely,
no
isn't
way
it?
I'd miss my appointment with the kidnapper.
Give it up, Mr. Wake. Come on. Take it easy, Act. Get after it. Don't let him get away. Move it, move it, move it. I'll have you shot if you let him get away.
Follow the crate then. Nobody here.
Stop running! Freeze!
I don't know who you're talking to.
Okay, men. Keep your eyes peeled. He's gonna try to make it through here.
What? You can't just shoot at me like that.
Damn.
Quit that! Oh my god, guys! Fucking shooting at an unarmed man just because he... Just walking out of a trailer park. Like, relax, guys.
Gone. Come on, guys. We need to head him off.
Checkpoint reached.
For decades, the darkness that wore Barbara Jagger's skin slept fitfully in the dark place that was its home and prison. It was hungry and in pain. It dreamed of its nights of glory when the poet's writing had called it from the depths and given it a brief, terrible taste of power and freedom. The rock stars had stirred it from the deep sleep the poet had sunk it back to in the end. When it sensed the rider on the ferry, it opened its eyes.
Interesting. Oh no. I have to escape the darkness too? Oh man. Okay. Oh my god. Your gun here?
Nightingale, over.
What on earth is going on? My deputies tell me you fired at Wake and he didn't have a gun. You almost hit a civilian instead. Over.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase. I don't have time for this.
Well, make the time. You can't just go shooting at people in my town. Over.
Thank you.
Federal agent pursuing a fugitive. You want to discuss my
Project Sheriff, make an appointment. Over. You stay right where you are, Agent Nightingale. I'm on my way. Out.
You did shoot an unarmed man, to be fair.
Suspect was last sighted running along the gorge that leads westward from the trailer park. All units are advised that the suspect may be armed.
He isn't armed. I mean, the game will probably give me a gun soon.
Rose didn't know how the strange old lady got in her trailer, and she looked wrong somehow. The woman showed her teeth in an approximation of a smile and traced a finger down Rose's cheek. "Pretty girl," she said. Rose felt as if she was falling asleep, but her knees didn't buckle. The crone spoke in a whisper, her words ice cold and dark in Rose's ear.
Hell yeah. What's up, Will? Yeah, I was just leaving this area when a FBI agent is like, tells me to stop, and you know, Alan Wake goes to leave, and so he just starts shooting at him. And I was like, that's not, you can't do that. And then I realized that it might be a little too timely, despite being a 10-year-old game. Yep. Oh.
Search the area. Stay sharp. This way.
Not this way.
Over here.
Oh boy. Oh no. Please tell me
This horror was
cop car has a
everywhere
gun
I
that I
went,
can take.
circling me. The cops didn't stand a chance. They were after a writer, not a monster.
Telling me that geek writer just took out my deputies? Are you kidding? I mean, have you seen this guy? He wears a tweed jacket. Over.
There's nothing wrong with a tweed jacket.
I don't know yet, but I'm not in the habit of jumping to conclusions. That tends to come back and bite you in the ass. Out.
You tell him. Oh no. Tell me this like little podunk town has a, oh my god, oh no.
You on the ground. Hold it right there. There's nowhere to run. Freeze!
Fuck you. Did those crows just take out that helicopter for me? Yeah, they did. Jeez. I wonder how they'll blame me for that. See it. Thermos. A collectible. Oh shit, yeah.
This is James. Mulligan, Thornton, come in. Over.
Thornton here. James, we got both Wheeler and Rose in custody. They didn't put up a fight or anything. Why, they were... Hey, what are you doing? Come on!
Sit down and give me that.
James, Mulligan here. Over. Go ahead, Mulligan. Over. We got Wheeler and Rose here. Wheeler's drunk or hopped up on something. Speaking of which, that Fed had a pretty distinctive whiff of Otis Scotch about him, if you know what I mean. Over.
I don't have anything on that, Deputy Mulligan. Over.
Well, whatever. Anyway, Rose is just being plain weird here. You better get Doc in to take a look at both. Over.
Gotcha. You better get them here quickly. The Fed's gonna want to interview Wheeler. Over.
Oh yeah, I'll bet he does. Looks like they have a lot in common. Mulligan out.
Mulligan out. Okay, so that's that one. Let's see what's over here.
I could see the lights of the radio station in the distance.
I guess that's me. Maybe that's where I'm going.
I imagined that the broadcast tower in the distance was part of the local radio station. Maine seemed like a decent guy. Perhaps he could give me directions to the coal mine.
Alright, the shadow just...
Unnatural shadows clung to the gate. The
Yeah.
darkness that was after me was trying to stop me. I wouldn't get through without a light.
Conveniently... So like, just gonna possess a gate now? Is that where it's at? This doesn't look safe.
The old generator conked out. I'd have to see if I could fix it and try again.
Give it a kick. Okay. Oh, damn it. Cool gameplay. Fuck you, gate. Don't like that. Okay. Oh, nice flashlight. Oh man.
It took me a moment to recognize the flashbang grenades. They were an ideal weapon for my situation.
Team 1, come in. Over. Team 1, this is Sheriff Breaker. Report. Over. Team 2, come in. I need a report. Over. Come on, guys. Talk to me. Come in, please. Over.
Alright. Guess I'm gonna figure out why I need these flashbangs pretty soon. I know.
You have the right to remain
bit slower to activate than I was hoping, but now I know. Okay. I have 4 of those, which is fewer than I would like to have, having no other weapon at all. Oh, someone just left some more right in this.
And here's another call.
In the middle of the woods.
You're on KBF-FM with Pat Maine.
It's Milt Peabody, Pat.
What's on your mind, Milt?
Well, I live near the trailer park, Pat, and there's a big ruckus going on over there.
Well, that's just up the road from me, too. What's going on, do you know?
I don't know, but there's a bunch of police cars there, lots of sirens, a helicopter buzzing around, and I think I heard some gunshots.
Gunshots?
Yes, sir, like from a pistol. So can you find out what's going on? Because it's just next door and they're popping off guns there.
They're still shooting?
No, it was maybe 10, 15 minutes ago. It sounds serious, Pat. I'm telling you, it don't sound like no party.
I'm certainly going to give the station a call, Milt.
Okay.
You'll hear it here as soon as I hear from them.
Okay, thanks.
I'm pretty sure it will. I can't remember if it came out. It came out in like 2010 or 11, so it's pretty close either way. I just finished another game that was made by the same company that just came out last year, and kind of got me in the mood to replay this. Okay, guys. Oh, hey.
Touched by the dark presence, Rose was lost in a dreamland where everything was drawn in black and gray crayons. The old lady had promised her that all her wishes would come true. She would be Alan Wake's muse. She was smiling so hard it hurt her face. She crushed a bottle full of sleeping pills into the coffee. Deep down inside, she was screaming in terror.
Yeah. Sounds reasonable. Still there? No. Two flashbangs. Ooh, okay. Alright, one flashbang. Looks like this is a area with supplies. Oh, hello there. What's this do? Okay, flares are helpful, but what did... Oh, that just gave me a checkpoint. Hell yeah. Love that. Please tell me that this cop car has a gun in it for me. Nope, just more flashbangs. A remarkable amount of flashbangs. And no weapons whatsoever. Okay. There's the radio station, so that's good. Alright. Oh. Bye.
I hope Maine could lend me a car to get to the coal mine.
Why would he do that?
Oh, why, hello, Lorna. What do you have for us?
Well, I just don't see why the cops bother with the trailer park.
What do you mean?
It's a trailer park. Of course you're going to have trouble in a place like that. I mean, what do you expect? The sheriff should be helping us normal citizens instead of wasting resources on those people.
Well...
Let the trash sort themselves out. I'm sorry, but my granddaddy settled in Bright Falls in 1911.
Well, thank you very much for that compassionate viewpoint, Lorna.
Yikes. Spitting image of the guy.
Oh, here's a little surprise. The famous writer Alan Wake just walked in.
Don't tell him where I am.
See if I can talk him into an interview.
Oh, my laptop. Okay.
Come on in, Mr. Wake. Oh, I'm so glad you could find the time to do this, Mr. Wake.
Nowhere to run now, Dan Brown. You back away from me. Don't hurt it.
Whoa. Everyone calm down. Put the gun down. We're all friends here, right?
Cool your jets, Nightingale. We got him. What the hell's the matter with you? There's a civilian in there.
Seriously, that was majorly uncool. Though the cops did show up very quickly after that.
Yet, even if it kills me, you hear me? You hear me, H.P. Lovecraft?
I had fallen off so many cliffs it was ridiculous. That's what you get for naming a book The Sudden Stop. It was probably good I hadn't had the chance to tell Maine where I was going. I'd have to lose the cops and find my own way to the mine. Nightingale stared through the broken studio window into the dark woods. He turned around, started to walk out, but Maine grabbed his arm. "Young man, you almost shot me. You don't shoot off rounds at people like that. What's the matter with you?" Nightingale shook his arm free, marched out. His cheeks burned with rage and humiliation.
Maybe he's right, you shouldn't shoot at people like that. Oh no. Ow. So they give me, yeah, nice. Guns. Love that. Ow. Let me out! Shit! I'm stuck! Oh, god damn it.
I'll get you yet, even if it kills me. You hear me? You hear me? HP love.
God damn it.
I had fallen off so many cliffs it was ridiculous. That's what you get for naming a book The Sudden Stop. It was probably good I hadn't had the chance to tell Maine where I was going.
I probably shouldn't have committed to that, but also it probably should have let me out of there. That's not the best. Only 6 rounds left. They're really, wanting me to do the, Okay.
There was no sensible reason for the power company work lights to be here. It was almost as if they'd been left for someone like me to use.
Just like it. Okay, cool. Revolver, flashbang, love that. Okay, I don't understand what I'm supposed to do with these just yet. Go turn them on. Okay. Cool, now I have him. It's great. It's great. They don't appear to do anything interesting at all. Aha! Nice. Uh-oh. Whoa. That's not a good camera angle for anybody. Ow. Damn. Oh, hello. Criminy. There's too many boys. Way too many boys. Okay, where am I supposed to go? Let's go get this page.
The bulldozer's engine roared to life.
Oh,
Mud and rocks
I don't
flew
like
as it
that.
fought for traction. It crashed the concrete wall and landed heavily in the yard. If it were an animal, it would have shaken its head after the impact, fixed its eyes on me, and charged. Of course, it had no head, nor eyes. Shadows crawled on its form, twisting it into a monster. Then, it came for me.
I don't like... You know, there's some games where foreshadowing is really good. And that's, that's great. It's a great tool. It's a great tool to use. Man, that doesn't sound good for me, though. Let's see if I can I get up here? Does it do me any good if I can? No. No, it does not. Oh, I forgot the last something over there. Oh no, I just didn't go pick it up after I died. Does this mean more gentlemen are gonna come and hurt me?
Sarah trusted her gut, and her gut said Agent Nightingale was an asshole. He felt wrong, and it wasn't just the smell of stale booze. It was in the way he flashed his badge, pulled rank, the look in his eyes when he wanted answers. Where was Alan Wake? What was this about an accident? Where was his wife? And most importantly, why did she let Wake go? He wouldn't answer her questions. Federal business was all he'd say.
I love how many, like, just in the woods, how many locations they have. They're just like, we're just gonna put a bunch of shotgun ammo here.
Hello?
The most stubborn man I've ever met.
Alice? Alice?
Alan. I'm so afraid. Keeps me in the dark. Please help me. I look at you, Alan, and it's not you. Something else. Looking out from behind your eyes.
Alice, I'm here.
I'm so alone here. It's all gonna go to hell. You need to be careful. Cooperate.
The connection had been terrible, but that wasn't the only thing that hadn't been right with the call. She sounded wrong somehow, but she had called me.
What's all that shaking?
The pipe wrenched itself loose from the bridge's steel framework. Wrapped in darkness, it floated in midair, twitching. For a moment, I didn't understand what I was looking at. The heavy object lurched at me with impossible force. I threw myself out of the way, but just barely. When I turned my flashlight on it, it shook in a dark rage before it flew at me again.
Okay, that's, you know, foreshadowing, but it's not as terrible as being attacked by a bulldozer, I don't think. But I've never been attacked by either of these things, so, you know, remains to be seen. Oh, sweet. I don't like the heavy breathing either, if I'm being honest. Fuck you! Can you chill a little bit on that? Man. Very spoopy.
I could see a railway bridge up ahead, and a warehouse of some sort on the opposite shore. I hoped I could find a car from there.
And just steal it? Okay, now this is where I think it foreshadowed me being attacked by a pipe. So, let's see how that goes. Alright. Fuck you.
The darkness that was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path.
Okay, well that's not necessary. Okay. Jesus Christ.
Opposite shore. I hoped I could find a car from there.
I'm just gonna drop a flare this time, 'cause that was a little much. Little much going on all at once in a tight space. Yeah, no, well, I did, yeah, thank you. I did actually, did pick up on that.
The darkness that was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path. What the hell?
Okay. flare doesn't seem to be a valuable tool in this situation. Okay, still, man. Let me out! I can't even touch that.
The opposite shore. I hoped I could find a car from there.
Yeah, the flares unfortunately don't seem to do a whole lot, and I don't really know that I have much to do besides just like burn all my batteries on it. But we'll see.
The darkness that was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path.
Okay, yeah, no, flare does work. Okay. Get me out. Nope, not right here now. Look at that. Alright. No, I can't run past them because I think I had to be able to destroy these. These aren't coming after me, they're just blocking my way. But now that I've destroyed the pipes, I can just get rid of them. Yeah, there's not really a whole lot to be done in there. It was kind of tight quarters, and I had to just kind of like hope that the collision that I was trying to get in the way would help me in any way, shape, or form. I see you. Fuck you. Okay.
I slammed the door shut right in his smug face. He pleaded for me to open the door. True to form, the asshole actually thought I would obey. I had no sympathy left, no guilt either, not for him. I took a moment to savor the scream. I bet I had a smile on my face. It was all that I had time for. The dark presence was inside the lodge with me.
Okay.
As a teenager, just starting to get interested in writing, Stephen King had been a source of inspiration to me. I thought about all the inanimate objects that had come to life in his books. No one is safe in a good horror story. Certainly not the protagonist. That's what makes them fun. This was anything but. The darkness could possess anything, and it was getting closer.
Oh, nice. Better flashlight. Yeah, there is that. I wonder if those are explosive. It's giving me an awful lot of things right now, and I'm not sure how I feel about it. Yeah, okay. They are! I have to shoot you in your dumb head. Hey! Oh no, this is not where I wanted to be.
Take the facts of our existence for granted, unaware that they are merely a thin veneer of desperate self-delusion, covering a vast cosmos of madness and horror. All too often, the stars are right. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, a family occasion. Journalist Alvin Derleth's trip to study the local customs of an insular community in Night Springs has been less than successful. Until tonight.
Well, I'm glad you changed your minds about this. Ancient customs, local mythology. My editor loves this kind of stuff.
Well, Mr. Derleth, we don't want to feel like we're on exhibition. But you have demonstrated the seriousness of your intent.
Oh, I am serious. Really, just do your thing. I'll stay out of your way and observe.
Actually, I thought you could assist us. I'm afraid we are a man short. It would provide you with an intimate perspective.
Could I really? Of course, Mr. Derleth. Well, I guess that's the least What would I have to do?
Oh, here. Let me show you with a kiss.
What did you...
Oh, Mr. Derleth, you have well pleased Nixie Perka, the dweller in flesh. Your body shall host his 1,000 young, and all shall be glory. Shh, darling, be calm. Shh.
Alvin Derleth learned a harsh lesson. If you go looking for mythology, it may come looking for you.
Yeah, well, I don't want to miss an episode of Night Springs. Are you kidding me? Love that shit.
Night Springs.
The darkness surged towards me, sucking everything loose from the ground into its depths, tugging at my clothes. I saw the flare the kidnapper had dropped and threw myself towards it just as I felt my feet leave the ground. The darkness embraced me with the force of a tornado. Somehow I managed to light the flare. The darkness roared and cast me away. I fell toward the dark waters of the lake far below.
Okay. Yeah, of course. Oh, there it is. Okay. I don't like that really one bit. Whoa! Hi. Okay, well, yeah, I mean, it turns out that the bulldozer is no joke, when you really get down to it. Now, do I have to shoot it? That seems like an odd way to cope with a bulldozer. Nope. Yeah, get him. Yeah, get him. Fuck it. Oh, shit. Leave me alone. Damn. This fucking broken ass game. Leave me alone. Okay, so I can't do anything about... Yep. I want to know what exactly is the weak point on a bulldozer. Yeah, fuck yeah. Stay over there. Ah, gotcha. Am I supposed to shoot you? I think I just am supposed to hit it with the light. Yeah, get away from me, bitch. Oh, getting there. Oh, hello. So we were able to confirm that the bulldozer is scary, and I was right to be scared by it. So that's great. Okay, great. So much stuff now. Now that I've beaten the bulldozer boss. Well, it worked for the pipes. It worked for the pipes, so why wouldn't it work for the possessed bulldozer? Right? I probably like way underconsumed on that fight. It's like still I'm like completely full up on everything now. Is this the car it wants me to steal? Oh, is this a driving section again? Fuck.
I had never been this glad to see the sunrise.
Oh, okay.
I had a couple of hours to get to the coal mine. The coal mine wasn't far now. Today, I would meet the kidnapper, and he would give me Alice. I wouldn't give him any other choice. A drowning man will clutch at a straw.
Yeah, and I would like not to drive, but... because the driving part in this game is not fun. Check some stuff real quick. Yeah, you do want me to drive a car, god damn it.
Little by little, without realizing it, I'd come to believe that the story in the manuscript was coming true. The current of its narrative had taken me deeper and deeper into dark waters. Alice had been taken from me. Barry was probably in jail. I was a fugitive from the FBI. The whole world taken over by the Dark Presence was trying to destroy me. It all felt real, but it matched a textbook case of insanity.
Just poking around to see if I see any secrets or anything lying around. I might see something. Oh, there's the chair over here. Oh, cool. And I have a coffee thermos, so that was a really important stop. See what's going on up here.
This is Pat Main, and you're listening to KBF-FM. Folks, I want to apologize for kind of abandoning you to that looping music track last night, but I was detained. You see, I encountered a big-shot G-man with an itchy trigger.
G-man?
A lesson in manners and a boot in the ass. Not necessarily in that order either. Now, folks, I know I'm not being very informative here, and I apologize for that. I really should just keep quiet, but I'm just so peeved right now.
I'm just so stinking
Just
peeved.
shouldn't be carrying badges. I'm just glad that our Sheriff Breaker was there to straighten things out. And if someone I met last night is listening, let me just say, I'm sorry if my mouth got you in trouble. I'm pretty sure you're not the bad guy here. Godspeed, son. I hope you know what you're doing. Now, on a lighter note,
Yeah.
I'll be talking to Dr. Nelson all morning. But first, a little music.
Am I just gonna steal this car too? Wait. So wait, is that a dead end? Am I supposed to steal this new car? I don't know that matters. Sorry, I'm a little obsessive about like finding collectibles and shit, so just kind of poking around, make sure I don't miss any pages or anything. God, the driving in this is really not good. Oh my. I wonder if I can steal that car instead. Yeah, no kidding. Alright, let's go listen to the radio again.
Welcome back to KBF FM. Hope you enjoyed that tune. Now, Doc, you were talking about life and finding that special someone, that soulmate.
Well, you were talking about that. I was saying I don't buy it.
Well, see, to me, that's strange, because I always pegged you as a hopeless romantic.
You got me there, Pat. But I think love's where you look for it. And you need to do a lot of looking, sure. But the idea that there's that one special person out there for you, and if you miss that chance, it's gone forever and you're forever incomplete. I mean, isn't that depressing? Or, heck, childish even? There's plenty of fish in the sea.
And apparently a fisherman has a fishing analogy for everything, but what you're saying, isn't that a little harsh?
Well, no. What I am saying is that your potential for finding that connection isn't limited to what's essentially a chance encounter. How is that harsh?
Yeah, well, I guess that's a nice thought, but let me say something personal here.
Okay.
Now, well, I don't disagree with you exactly, but I can't really fit that together with what I feel, what I felt for someone, because she was the one. She was. And I let her drift away from me. Maybe I didn't put in the work, I don't know, but, well, since then, and it was a long time ago, but since then there hasn't been anyone, not like her. And I'm not saying I dwell on her or haven't moved on. I like my life. I'm not living in the past, but I do miss the way she completed me.
You can't argue with the heart, Pat.
I'm sorry, folks. I had kind of a scary experience last night, and let's just say it's shaken a few things loose.
Nice little story about love while I'm being, chased by dark forces. Let's see if we can steal this car. Can I steal this? Hell yeah! Hell yeah! If I'm gonna have to deal with shitty driving mechanics, I might as well do it in style. And just rack up the charges too. This doesn't seem... Right? I mean, it seems fine. And wonder, like, someone just clearly just left it there almost explicitly for me. I didn't have to, like, do anything or, like, hotwire it. He's just been in it, so... Yeah.
For Mott, spying on the writer on the ferry had been a disappointment. His boss had made Wake out to be something special, but Mott hadn't been impressed. He'd gotten a good long look at the wife, though, and he liked what he saw. Mott had fantasized about goading Wake into a fight, but it hadn't happened. Still, he'd get his chance to see if the writer had anything in him. He'd been promised as much.
That was a long walk for a page, you know? See, handles fine off-road. Okay, now listen.
I was early. I was supposed to meet the kidnapper at noon in the main building. The coal mine was quiet. It was a museum now.
Oh yeah, but they left the thermos. While lucrative at first, the mining steadily declined in the 20th century. The seams were rich but hard to get at. The volcanic activity in the area made the mine shafts particularly dangerous. Got an axe, some saws, a pickaxe. Yeah, cool. Where that is. Right, nice I get to like relax with a nice little tour, you know?
With Nightingale gone and the night wind blowing in through the broken studio window, Maine stared at Sarah. The sheriff looked away. Maine's voice shook with barely controlled anger. That boy's doing more drinking than thinking. I hope you know what you're doing, Sarah. He's got a sickness in his eyes. You take my word for it. He wants Wake for a reason, and it's not for anything good.
He's got a sickness in his eyes. 1970, a volcanic eruption below Cauldron Lake, while relatively minor, caused most of the deep mining tunnels to collapse or flood. 32 miners lost their lives in the calamity, and all mining around Bright Falls came to a final stop. Now, many of the remaining buildings are protected as historical landmarks. So that's why he wanted me to come here. There's fucking no one here.
I didn't want to go outside. Cops had to be looking for me. The noon sun turned the place into a sauna. The day dragged on. Different scenarios ran through my mind. Ways of how I'd torture the kidnapper to get Alice back. Or the different horrible things he could have done to her. I imagined her dead. I had no way of knowing she was still alive. It was killing me. I was running on blind hope. It was all a waste of time. The bastard never showed up.
And now it's dark. And scary.
Wait,
Where the hell are you?
change of plans. You know where Mirror Peak is? It's a big mountain north of where you are. You follow the path from the mine, you can't miss it. There's a lookout point there. I'll be waiting.
I'm through being jerked around
You
by you.
want to see your wife alive? Because if you do, you better watch what you say to me. Do we understand each other?
I want to talk to Alice.
Yeah, and I want the manuscript. Don't keep me waiting, Wake.
Hello? Hello! Ah! I'm gonna kill him!
I had to get to Mirror Peak. maybe closer than ever before.
Fuck. Get that coffee thermos. Okay. I don't want to do that. You want me to jump in a hole? Ow! Okay. Can you? Okay. Let me just. Can I just grab this real quick? Okay. Thank you.
When Thomas Zane fell for Barbara Jagger, it happened fast. She was young, vibrant, and beautiful, full of life. He had never been a very happy man, and without any seeming effort, she had changed all that. Zane felt good for the first time in his life. Everything she did was another piece of a jigsaw puzzle he hadn't even known he'd been missing. And best of all, she made the words flow, strong and sharp. She was his muse.
Okay, well I never like when they just have the crate full of, stocked full of ammo. That's never a good sign, I would say. Come and get me. I see what you did there. Okay, still at full ammo. Great. Yeah, flashbangs. Okay, 3. Lock me in here? Rude. Okay, I think that's my way forward. Just gotta check. Jesus. Can you relax in there for a moment? I can't even hit you with a flashlight. Okay, great. Love that. Coward. Whoa! Alright.
What the hell?
Okay. No, that's great. That's fine. Everything's good. Oh no. Oh no, this is gonna be bad.
The only way to reach the hillside ahead was to go through the building. I had to find a way to avoid electrocution.
See, there, with everything here that is explosive, I know that that's there for me. I see you. Come here. Hey, leave me alone. Okay. That could have gone slightly better, I think. Ooh, nice. Okay, but now, at what cost? Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh no! No way! Stop, please. Just relax for fucking Jesus. Okay. All right. Doing good. Okay, scary music stopped. That means that scary things have stopped, and that's great. Or maybe not. Who knows? I don't know the rules. Okay, so there's nothing. Sounds ominous. There it is. Did you tell me not to forget my lunchbox? I mean, thanks. Okay, I can hear more friends up there, so be prepared. The fuck? Oh, jeez, easy. Eat that bitch. Trust no one in the dark. Duly noted. Go up here and see if there's any friends. We have another chair with a thermos in it. Oh, are they on the roof? They're gonna come down through the roof, aren't they? Right when I go to pick up this innocent coffee thermos.
Some of the Taken retained echoes of their former selves, but these were just the nerve twitches of a dead thing. Nothing remained but a shell covered and filled with darkness. In most cases, these puppets were enough for the purposes of the Dark Presence. But for anything more elaborate, as with the writer, it was different. It needed his mind. And so rather than taking him over completely, it merely touched him.
Gross. It needed his mind.
There was no way the flashbang grenades were standard Power Company equipment.
Yeah, it's fair assessment. Okay, that's blocked. Okay, nothing back here. That's a lot of flashbangs to go give a man. Come on back. Okay. You're mad. I understand. You fell down. I get that. Fade out on that music wasn't great, if I'm being completely honest. Oh, this is why you gave me the flashbangs. I understand now. Hey, fuck off. That.
I stared through the bars of the jail cell. Barry stood behind me, swaying on his feet, looking as ill as I felt. Agent Nightingale stood on the other side of the bars with Sheriff Breaker. Nightingale had a stack of manuscript pages in his hand. He seemed unhinged as he gloated. Well, I've got you now, Raymond Chandler. It's all here. All the evidence, including conspiracy to murder a federal agent.
I could see how that would look bad, actually. If he had all the lists of everything that I was, you know, that I was doing, and maybe I still don't think he should go shooting people like that, but I could understand a little bit more. Lots of flashbangs. The breathing is really unnecessary. Oh, jeezy peasy. Okay. I grab this thermos. Don't want to miss that. I don't understand what they were thinking with the collection game back at this. It's just... okay. It was a bit silly, but I'm glad they seem to have gotten over that with Control. It doesn't have, like, pointless... like, you get an achievement if you get X amount of widgets. I don't remember if they actually have... I don't believe they have any meaningful... You're giving me a lot of things right now.
I had no real plan. I was going to give the kidnapper all the manuscript pages I had for Alice. If that wasn't enough, I'd hold him at gunpoint and make him talk.
Sure. Oh, pump action. Like that. Sounds good. What's this way? Wait. I don't understand which is the wrong way to go. I want to make sure I get collectibles. Oh, hi, fellas. Okay, I think I can go either way here, but that's frustrating to me as a completionist. Flare gun ammo. That's good. I like that. Shotgun ammo. Flashbangs. Great. That's a weird thing the camera just did. Figure out what that was. Seems to do a little less damage than the break action, but not enough that I won't use it for the fact that I can shoot it way more. Am I out of? Oh yeah, I'm out of reserves on this. I don't like that the best. A lot of shaky cam.
The dark presence was moving ahead of me in the same direction I was going. A cold feeling settled itself in the pit of my stomach. Was it going for Alice?
I don't like all these grave markers.
The graveyard shift may cause cancer.
What? Talk. Shoot his butt. Was that huh to? Is that to the graveyard shift may cause cancer? That one stumped me a little bit too. Who knows? I don't. Maybe it does. Who knows? I haven't seen the studies on that one.
The place was dead, a ghost town. Had been for decades, maybe a century.
I mean, it's decades. You read the sign. It was 1970. Fuck you. Yeah, they talk. They tend to say some pretty whack shit. Jesus. But it's usually it's like random shit related to like their aesthetic. You know, like the police officers say stuff about like not resisting or whatever. But that one was strange.
Never as simple in
I'll
real
say.
life as in fiction. I had lost count of the times I had wished there'd be a clear reason for my writer's block. Something to fight, something to lash out on. There wasn't. I was filled with doubt. I was nothing like the hero in my books. Alex Casey had gone through his life with single-minded determination, never wavering from his goal. Even now, I was angry at myself, angry at Alice, angry at Barry. I was fumbling and I had no plan.
Interesting. Okay. Well, thank you for performing that research. I'm glad that they also performed their research. That's fun. Gray Peak Gorge. Originally founded in 1928, the Gray Peak Gorge mining town was one of the permanent settlements of the Bright Falls Mining Company built for its workers. The nearby graveyard is a testament to the dangers the miners faced on a daily basis. Most of the men who lost their lives over the years here were buried there, a grim reminder to be careful for those who remained. Gray Peak Gorge was abandoned almost overnight when the Bright Falls Mining Company closed its doors in 1970. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, that's a great question, Will. Seems like it's kinda? I don't know. Least impressed by the line. Interesting addition to the game. Okay, sure. Ow. Fuck you. Yeah, so kinda. More? You're just getting ridiculous. Ow. Fuck you! Alright, is that everybody? Are we all done? Christ. Yeah, I don't think quarantine's been kind to anybody. A lot of batteries you're making me use on these guys. A lot of batteries. Okay, found a key. Love that. I really should be using the flare gun more, because that thing is pretty dope. Ah!
Anything outside of riding is a struggle. I feel ill. I managed to make my way downstairs. There's a shoebox filled with books and papers by Thomas Zane. It's very hard to focus, but I managed to read some of it. He's a poet, and a good one. He writes of muses and creators summoning fabulous things from a magic lake, using his powers to shape the world of a realm of gods and dreams and demons, dark things that wait for a chance to slip through, wearing the flesh of men as disguise. Zane writes about himself, his girlfriend being taken over by a dark presence, about growing scared of the lake. Zane believes it's a mirror to the gaping void of darkness above, where some Lovecraftian presence lurks. I crawl back upstairs. I'll borrow these things for my story. They ring true. They fit.
Oof. Okay, now do I have to pick... Oh, I have to pick between the hunting rifle and the shotgun now. I have 5 shots for this. I have 11 shots for this. Yeah. Keeping void of darkness in my channel.
The kidnapper had sent me a text. The message was full of spelling errors and insults. It was telling me to hurry up.
I feel like you need to have that many insults to say, hurry up. Or spelling errors. So, must have been a pretty long text.
Birds.
Fuck you, birds. Oh, you're gonna do me like that, huh? Fuck. Jesus. Fuck you. Yeah, I'm wise to your game. In we go. Oh, fuck.
Without warning, the headache stabbed at my brain.
Alice?
Alice!
Yikes.
I'm losing it. I gotta get out of here.
I think I went the wrong way back there. Missed stuff. Do I want to go back?
The hunters were big, thick-set men, confident and at home in the woods. They were feeling good, running on beer, ghost stories, and camaraderie late into the night. It did them no good, as they were taken by the dark presence, sucked deep into a darkness far worse than any ghost story they ever told or heard.
Oh, let me see if I can go back and check up there if there's another secrets or ammo or something this way. God, why do you have to be so out of shape, Alan? Wait, what is the right... What is the right way here? Yeah, I mean, I guess there was water down there. I don't think there's any further I could go.
Even behind the closed doors and curtains of his grimy room at the Majestic, the local motel, Nightingale could feel the locals' eyes on him, the unrelenting pressure of their judgment. He forced it out of his mind. For all he knew, they could all be under Wake's spell already. You do what you have to do to get the job done. He took comfort from the bottle in his hand. Please, he thought, just let me get through this.
It's true. Much safer to be a sexy writer. Uh-oh, what is that? Okay, well, that's just rude.
All accidents can't be perfected.
have to make my way up this mine shaft in order to go on. Maybe the machinery could help me with that.
Okay. So convenient how this mine equipment lays out the perfect pathway up. What? Oh, I see. Oh, bummer. I needed to let that loose. Fuck. Oh, actually, no, it's still there. Okay. Even the angles it twists to are just perfect. Free. I don't like the look of that. Oh, you're back.
Damn!
What's up here? Hooray, flares. A page. I'm gonna do what? Jesus.
Lightning flashed behind the windows of Cauldron Lake Lodge. Tor Anderson laughed and held the steel hammer above his head. Nurse Sinclair was trying to calm him down without success. Tor grinned madly and shouted, "My hammer's up. Here's a friendly poke from Molnir, wench." He brought the hammer down with all his might on Sinclair's head. "We're on a comeback tour, baby."
Yo! What? Just like the Avengers, yeah. They must have predicted it. Oh shoot. Yeah, you meet, I think that's the character that you meet like towards the beginning of the game, and I'm pretty sure that he's in old folks' home.
Just great.
So that's what that was about. It sounds like it was about a man with a hammer in an old folks' home killing his nurse. Where are those birds at? Come at me. Okay, relax. Must you? Must you? Everything's fine. Oh no, it isn't. Okay. Mostly fine, honestly. Could have been much worse. Nine of these? Jeez. Fuck me!
Shit.
When are the gentlemen gonna come for me? There they are. Fuck you. It's a long chapter. Okay. Fuck you. Could have predicted something like that. My thermos. Where is he putting all these thermoses? It's true. He is writing the story, so he can just give himself you know, unlimited inventory hacks.
Maud had checked all of Stucky's rental cabins. There had been no sign of the Wakes. It was dark when he'd found their car parked at the end of the road by Cauldron Lake. It made no sense. They must have taken a wrong turn, but there was no sign of them, and the car had been there for hours already. Frustrated, Mott stood on the rotten ruin of the footbridge that had once led to Diver's Isle before it sank beneath the waves years ago. The boss wouldn't be happy.
It got that Skyrim physics. Alright, this doesn't look sketchy at all. Okay, yeah, I would walk across that. For sure. For sure, for sure. It's a strong leg on this boy. Oh no. Oh, I didn't realize this was gonna get me out. I wanted to check for secrets. Okay. Okay. Tom is saying, I thought it was... Oh, wait, yeah, there's that other woman that went crazy. Forgot her name. Because it was like Barbara Jagger was his actual girlfriend. And the person who wrote about all the stuff happening to them was someone, Carol someone? Mm-hmm. Together. Come here, guys. Just a little bit clingy. This what's her name? Carol or something? I don't remember. Where the fuck am I supposed to go? Oh, I see. Here we go.
I could see Cauldron Lake. I thought I could make out the spot where the island and the cabin had been. There was a light near it. It had to be a boat. I was close now. I had to get... I tried to hold on to Alice, but her form melted away. I was losing control. Dr. Hartman stood in her place. I wanted to hit him, but my arms were jelly. He smiled. It was a reassuring smile, and I hated him for it. I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period. Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. They're fast. I dreaded what I would find.
Wait! Are you? Wait!
Hey, I'm here! I'm coming!
No! Get away! I'm sorry. Please, lady. The boss didn't know who he was messing with. I didn't know. I swear, I didn't know. We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is. She's probably drowned. We just said we had her to make a play ball. You see? To get him writing for us. Please. Please. Oh. I'm sorry. Please don't hurt me.
Well, let's go check on him, see how he's doing. That's gonna hurt.
Previously on Alan Wake, I'm hunted by the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase.
Are you seriously telling me that Ryder just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped. But that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
Well, that was fun. But yeah, since it looks like we are right at did a full chapter. Looks to be a pretty good place to stop. Thanks everybody for watching. I don't know who all tuned in. It looked like there was 4 people here, but I only saw 2 names in chat. So yeah, thanks for watching. And you know, like and subscribe and all that fun stuff. And hopefully you'll keep an eye out for the next time I play. I'm trying to do basically a chapter at a time. So yeah, you can watch me get spooked more, and that's fun, right? All right, bye everybody.